promise, or we're going to stick with the argument that the cedi has gained strength, and so there's a significant increase in dollar terms vis-a-vis what we are seeing in cedi terms?
No, certainly not. I think that in doing this whole analysis, we need to factor a lot of variables into play. It is extremely important for us to take note of where we have come from. Indeed, if you do not know where you have come from, you cannot do an absolute analysis of where you are today. That, for me, is critical.
Right.
Elvis made some fantastic contributions. I must admit that as politicians, we must whittle down the kind of promises we give, the level of hope we give. Okay, that is key. Okay, but then you need to appreciate this whole cocoa dynamics from a certain premise. Now, we took over the mantle of power, particularly the cocoa sector, at a time that the sector was ridden with a whole lot of debt. We had about 32 billion Ghana cedi debt. The sector couldn't provide cocoa in commitment to a tune of 330,000 tons. There was high-level despondency among farmers because production cost has significantly surged. I mean, they complain about lack of input, as Elvis rightly pointed out. In fact, it is the case that under the Nanado-led administration, farmers were never given free fertilizer. What they were giving was subsidized fertilizer. It was Mahama who gave fertilizers out free at cost zero. That point must be made and underlined, sealed. And so therefore, if Mahama gave fertilizers to these farmers at free cost, and the next government said, oh, I cannot give it out at free, but then I'll give it to you at 50% the cost. You realize that the farmer at the word go will lose the interest, the appetite to even go into fresh production. We got to a point where even chemicals to spray these farms, established farms, not the new farms, was a problem. So you talk about control of black pot. And then as for swollen shoot, cocoa swollen shoot disease, once your farm is infected, there is no cure for it. It's a viral, very strong viral disease. So you need to cut it down. But for black pod, you can control it. And of course, you can control insects that affect your cocoa, the young cocoa seedling, and then pods as well. So your capsid spraying, routine spraying is key in this whole exercise. All these were not available. And so we have witnessed a systematic development where farmers intentionally, in the full glare of the public, were selling their cocoa farms to galamsey operators, cutting down their cocoa farms. And because there was absolutely no hope, this was the reality we faced and we inherited. And so we have come to say that, yes, there is the need for us to start afresh. There is the need for us to reset and reform that institution, and in order to restore credibility. Because you recalled that somewhere in 2024 season, Cocoa Board even attempted picking syndicated, the traditional syndicated loan, and they failed. And the underlying word was that they lack credibility. When you were contracted to supply a certain tonnage of cocoa, and you failed, the next time you go into the market, nobody will take you serious. And so, for me, I am putting this very ugly development on the table for us to appreciate where we have come from, what Mahama has inherited. Now, it is also true that leadership must be held accountable for its words. So President Mahama and the NDC committed in our manifesto that, look, when given power, we will commit about 70% of the FOB price to the farmer. Today, the reality is that we do not sell our cocoa in cities. Cocoas are not sold in Makola or Afajato. Cocoa is sold offshore. And so the currency for the medium of transaction is the dollar.
The dollar.
So government received this year or season 7,200 FOB price.
Yeah.
And in tune and in compliance with the president's own promise to farmers, 70% of that, if you do the mathematics, it will give you $5,040. So that one, there is no debate about it. Has the president delivered or not? He has delivered. Where we are now is the real value of that 5,040 vis-a-vis the strength that the city has garnered in recent time. And so the MPP government in 2024 season got an FOB price of 4,850, out of which they gave farmers $3,100. The only reason the farmer had so much money in city terms was that the government then failed to fix the economy. And so
the dollar was
flourishing. You pick $1 and then you get several tanks in order to carry your Ghana city in it. Today we have all seen and have all agreed that, look, when you have so much city and when you go to the market, that city is worthless. It cannot purchase more. It doesn't serve us any good. And so the question we need to ask is that when the farmer got 3,100 Ghana cedi under Akufo-Addo, what was the real value of the farmer's purchasing power when he goes to the market? The cocoa farmer also buys cement. The cocoa farmer buys roofing sheet. The cocoa farmer, just like all of us, buys medication for diabetes, hypertension. And so I do not see the significance of failing to fix an economy, and an economy whose exchange rate has gone so high, where the dollar is so high compared to your cedi. And that has made your cocoa farmer to get so much money at hand, but when he goes to the market, the value of that money is near zero. Now, another angle we must not lose sight of was the inflation rate at that time.
Plenty angles.
In 2022, inflation skyrocketed to a tune of 54%. What that means effectively is that you have given 3,100 cedis per bag of cocoa price to the farmer, and you have automatically, with one hand, you have taken 50% of that money with another hand. So no wonder the government then claimed that they were paying cocoa farmers well. But if you look at the record, as much as 100,000 tons of cocoa was smuggled out of the country. If you know very well what smugglers go through, you appreciate why somebody will attempt smuggling out cocoa to a tune of 100,000 tons, taking all the risks at a time that the value or the market value in your country is supposedly high. The farmers were not getting the real value for their money. So, admittedly, President Mahama made a commitment of 70% he has given.
Right.
Again, the finance minister says that we will give you 6,000 Ghana cedi. Yes, he has made that commitment. But as at the time he was making this commitment in January when he was being vetted, what was the value of the cedi to the dollar? It was hovering around 15 something. And truly, if you use that value now against the $5,040 that the farmer is being given now per ton, I am sure that we'll all on this table come to one conclusion that yes, he has even delivered more. But then, where I agree with Elvis is that we must go to the field. We must tell the cocoa farmer that we have not given them a raw deal. Indeed, we are minded by the fact that when you have 6,000 in hand, and that 6,000 cannot even buy you 3 bundles of roofing sheet, it's meaningless. So we are fixing the basis. Today, the money in your hand may not be that much, but it gives you some stability. Again, he made a very classical point to the fact that the farmer under the MPP government will have to use a considerable amount of money out of what he's paid from his cocoa price to buy fertilizers, to buy chemicals, to buy inputs. Now government is saying that we want to restructure this subsector. We want to get it more appealing once again. Mind you, when the cocoa sector flourishes, we are protecting our ecological integrity.
All right, so the president has delivered on the FOB promise.
Absolutely.
But the finance minister has not delivered on the 6,000. And I've seen the attempt at explaining it. But what was the basis for making that 6,000 promise?
The finance minister made that commitment, as I said already. At the time, the cedi's value was about 15 inching to 16.
I'm asking this because he's the same person that promised to fix the cedi.
Yes.
And he's the same person that promised to give cocoa farmers 6,000 per bag. So he took into cognizance prevailing conditions then and what his plan was ahead. So he knew what he was about.
Yes. Then the finance minister also knew that when you give so much money to someone and the man goes to the market and the value of that money is almost zero, then you haven't done anything. Mind you, the cocoa farmer is not cultivating cocoa to sell, to keep the money for aesthetic value. Just no. It's not just to stash his trunk in the house. He's been minister
for over 6 months. He's had more than one opportunity to review the prices.
We have had ministers who have worked in the last 8 years. Ask yourself, where have they sent it to? We have lost and missed all the targets, the production target, we missed it. The value of the currency that needed to be stable, we miss it. And so all that Atu is saying is that, yes, I made certain commitments, but which comes first? You need the stability in order that when you are going in for that medication, you don't use all the 6,000 Ghana cedis to buy your BP or your hypertension medication, but that you have true value for it. So today, in actual terms, when you do the mathematics based on the cedi strength, it is true that it's just about 100 and something cedis that the cocoa farmer will see that in hand has come to him. But then the value of that 100 Ghana cedis, for me, in my estimation, surpasses what the MPP government gave. But you see, we must not flout this. We must not do the analysis as though we are telling the cocoa farmer that they are foolish. All of us, particularly those of us who are part of the NDC, the MPs, now that we are on recess, I am from a cocoa growing area. Afriyie, we grow cocoa. Just that it's not as significant as you go to the Western North and other areas. We all have a duty to collectively join in this crusade. Go back to the cocoa farmer and explain all the arithmetic. Today, the cocoa farmer doesn't pay his son's school fee in dollars. We are within the shores of Ghana, and our legal tender is the Ghana cedi. And so you must pay for your child's school fee. And here you are, there is a government that says that, yes, the free senior high school program that the previous government started, we will take good care of it. We will fix the problems that are surrounding it, i.e. the feeding challenges. We have solved it. The government has gone ahead to say that, look, it's not enough for the son of the cocoa farmer to earn education at senior high school level. And so I am giving you another bailout by paying for the first year school fee of your son and daughter. And so we are making some incremental, progress. Albeit fixing the entire economy. And I want to appeal to our respected cocoa farmers that, look, this government is a caring one. This is the very first intervention we are making in the 6-month journey of our 4-year mandate. Please and please, it is still possible that even before Even before the end of year. This is not about the Bavia possible.
I mean, when you say it is possible, we all know where to look at.
So that one is, I mean, it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
With the wind.
It's gone with the wind. Look, cocoa prices can still some form of bonuses can be given to the farmer,
right,
albeit before the end of year, depending on how the economy goes.
Let me hear from Doc. Doc.